Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Terry Koss Show, a wrestling podcast. I am your host, Terry Koss, coming at you from the Great White North. Today I'll be taking a look at Ring of Honor's All-Star Extravaganza. Now this took place on September 30th, 2016 at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium in Lowell, Massachusetts. Our first match was for the ROH television title. We had champion Bobby Fish up against Donovan Dijak. Now, Dijak came in with Prince Nana, who of course is his manager now. Also came in with Brian Fury, the man who trained him, and other members of his, his training team. Really good match. One of those matches where it's power against technical prowess. Really good match. Bobby Fish ended up winning in the end, retaining the title. Dijak went for Feast Your Eyes, which is his finisher. He tried to get Fish in it, and Fish got him in a rear naked choke, and Dijak passed out. Our second match was a four-corner survival match for the number one contendership to the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Featured Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle up against the All Night Express, Rhett Titus and Kenny King, who had Chris Coleman in their corner, Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, and War Machine Hansen and Ray Rowe. This was a heck of a match. There is history between Keith Lee and Raymond Rowe. The team of Lee and Taylor have gone up against War Machine and beaten the tar out of each other in a great match. Dalton Castle and Colt Cabana ended up winning it. Dalton Castle pinned Rhett Titus with the Bangarang, and they become the number one contenders to the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. An interesting pairing, I feel. You got the charisma. You got just this real, I don't know what it is. It's a really great pairing between Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle. Our next match featured CMLL's Dragon Lee up against Kaimatachi. Now, Kaimatachi and Dragon Lee had a feud in CMLL, which resulted in a mask versus mask match, which Dragon Lee won, and so now you see Kaimatachi come out without a mask. The mask that he is holding when he comes out is the mask that he used to wear in CMLL. A great match between these two. Some really great, high-flying moments. Dragon Lee took it to Kaimatachi. Kaimatachi took it to Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee ended up getting the win. This, of course, being Dragon Lee's first Ring of Honor match. Our next match was Kyle O'Reilly up against Adam Page of the Bullet Club. This one was a pretty good slugfest, between Page and O'Reilly. Of course, Page most likely beating up O'Reilly for Adam Cole. O'Reilly, excellent with his submissions. Page has some really good moves. Has that awesome, kind of a springboard into the ring, lariat, has a shooting star press on the outside, but O'Reilly ends up winning the match with an armbar and got Adam Page to tap out. Our next match is a first round match in the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championship Tournament. As you can see by the brackets, these are the teams that are in the tournament. We have the Briscoes, the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and Toru Yano, one half of the GHC World Tag Team Champions. The team of ACH, Kushida and Jay White. The team of Jason Kincaid, Leo St. Giovanni, and Shaheem Ali. The Cabinet, The Addiction and Kaimatachi, Team CMLL, The Kingdom, and the Bullet Club. Now, before this match even started, my pick to win the whole tournament was the Briscoes and Toru Yano. My main reasoning is because the Briscoes and Toru Yano were the very first never openweight 6-man tag team champions. That's up in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Really good match between these guys. Toru Yano to me is just, oh my gosh, he is such a funny wrestler. Like he'll go to the ropes and be break, and then just all this funny stuff he does in the ring. In New Japan, he likes to take the turnbuckle pad off the turnbuckle, and now he's gotten into the thing where in Japan he could just rip them off. In Ring of Honor, he figured out he needs a pair of clippers to kind of take those off. Of course, the Briscoes were awesome, as always. The team of ACH, Kushida, and Jay White end up winning this match. ACH got the win with the Midnight Star, the 450 Splash, so the team that I wanted to win is out of the tournament. Let me know on Facebook or on Twitter who you think will win the ROH six-man tag team championships. The tournament started, I should say, at All-Star Extravaganza, and the finals will be at Final Battle in December. Our next match was Jay Lethal up against Tetsuya Naito. How this match goes, Jay Lethal wanted to get revenge on the Bullet Club, so he called upon Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, and Evil, and they had a six-man tag team match up against, I believe it was Adam Cole and the Bucks, of the Bullet Club. Jay Lethal goes for a tag, Naito steps off the ropes, him and Evil leave, leaving Jay Lethal all by himself to get beaten up. So this match, Jay was of course looking for a measure of revenge up against Naito. Naito is a very interesting wrestler. Now he is the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He doesn't really care about the title. Like, he'll carry it around, then when he gets to the ring, he'll just like throw it up, like really nonchalant. The same as he did when he was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. This was a very, a really good match up against. This was a really good match between Lethal and Naito. Naito had some really good moves. Has a lot of charisma in the ring. Jay Lethal ended up winning it with the Lethal Injection. Our next match was for the Ring of Honor World Championship. It featured the champion Adam Cole of the Bullet Club up against Michael Elgin. This was a match where it was speed against power. Michael Elgin, Big Mike, had the advantage in the first part of the match. Really took it to Cole. Cole started to get the momentum on his side after he started to target the leg, which had actually been a bit damaged by Tetsuya Naito and Evil during Michael Elgin's against a match between Michael Elgin and Naito in Japan, where Naito ended up winning the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Cole worked on the leg, hit him with the last shot a few times, tried for a destroyer. The way he does it, he jumps off the second rope and hits the destroyer. Tries for the destroyer. Michael Elgin body back drops him, and then Elgin goes and hits Cole with a destroyer. That was something else. That was something. Only ended up getting a 2 count. Cole ends up winning the match. The referee is distracted. He low blows Elgin, kicks him in the back of the knee, and gets him with the last shot, and retains the Ring of Honor World title. Our last match and the main event was Ladder War 6 for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. From what I gather, Ladder War in itself is a ladder match. I believe there's also elements of TLC in it, because there was also tables, there was chairs. This match featured the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, up against the champions, The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, and the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. This match was unbelievable. Like, the stuff they did in this match, I can't even explain it. This was one of the best matches I've seen this year. Everybody did crazy stuff. Kaimatachi tried to interfere on behalf of The Addiction. Jay White ended up coming and took care of Kaimatachi. Unfortunately, Jay White got put through a table. The ending of the match, oh my gosh, was insane. Matt Jackson had Kazarian in a pile driver position, usually setting up for the Indie-Taker. And Nick Jackson is on top of the ladder, almost has the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, but decides to go for the Indie-Taker instead. He jumps off the ladder, or him and Matt put Kazarian through a table with the Indie-Taker, and that was unbelievable. The Young Bucks climbed up the ladder and got the titles and became the new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Guys were, really, really gave it their all in this match. Of course, people were busted open, and this match was unbelievable. I would recommend this match very highly. Very exciting match, a very good match. This, of course, being the 6th ladder war in Ring of Honor history. Past ones have included Kevin Steen versus El Generico and the Briscoes against Kevin Steen and El Generico. And the match can be very brutal. That's why they've only had it 6 times in Ring of Honor's history. Well, that about does it for my time tonight. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you had as much fun listening to me as I did talking to you. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Terry Koss Show Podcast. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Cheeto Koss. That's CheetoKoss. Be sure to like and share this video. The more people I get listening to the podcast, the better. And for Terry Koss, I've been Terry Koss. I'll see you next week.